I was just a regular boy. I went to school, played soccer with my friends, and had a family who loved me. Life was simple and good. But then everything changed. One day, a new boy came to our class. His name was Alex. He was fun and exciting. He told cool stories and always had something new to show. We became friends quickly. One afternoon, we were hanging out. Alex showed me a small, colorful pill. He called it Happy Dust. I had never seen anything like it. At first, I said, "No way." I was scared, but Alex smiled and said, "Come on, Mark. Everyone tries it. It makes you feel great. No worries at all." I wanted to be cool. I wanted to be like Alex. So, even though I was nervous, I took it. At first, it felt great. I felt like I could fly. My problems were gone. I thought, this is amazing. I can stop anytime I want. But I was so wrong. Soon the happy dust wasn't just for fun. It became something I needed. Every day I woke up thinking about it. My family started to notice. I wasn't eating much. My clothes became too loose. I stopped going to school and made excuses. My parents asked, "Are you okay?" I always said, "Yeah, I'm fine." But inside, I was falling apart. My old friends stayed away. They didn't want to be with me anymore. I wasn't the Mark they knew. I was just a boy who needed happy dust. I spent most of my time alone in my room. I felt sad and empty. I hated what I had become. I tried to stop many times. I told myself no more. But then a feeling came. It was like a voice in my ear telling me it would make things better. But it never did. It only brought more sadness and more pain. I felt like a bird in a cage, and I couldn't find the key. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. I felt like I was losing everything that mattered. One evening, I sat on my bed. I looked at myself in the mirror. I asked, "Who is that?" My face was pale. My eyes looked empty. I felt so alone. I used to dream of being an architect. I wanted to design big, beautiful buildings. But now I couldn't even build a normal life. Then, one afternoon, my mom came into my room. Her eyes were red. Tears ran down her face. She said, "Mark, I love you so much. Please stop this." Her voice was soft and shaking. Her words hit me hard. I felt full of guilt. I wanted to make her happy. I wanted to fix things. But the happy dust had a strong hold on me. I didn't know how to say no. Alex was still around. He always offered me more. I used to think he was my friend, but now I saw he was hurting me. Deep down, I knew I had to break free. I had to escape this dark place. I decided to get help. I searched online in secret. I looked for places that help people like me. I found a support group. I was scared to go. My hands shook as I walked in, but I went anyway. Inside, I met other kids. They understood me. They told their stories. Some were very sad. Some had hope. I listened carefully. I saw I wasn't alone. Everyone there was fighting their own battle. After the first meeting, I felt a little lighter. I decided to go again. I knew I had to change my life. Slowly, I started to talk. I spoke about my feelings. I told them how lost I felt. It was very hard at first, but each time I spoke, I felt a little better. I started to understand I had to fight. I had to fight for my life, for my future. I wanted to be free again. I wanted to be happy. I knew it would not be easy. The road ahead was long and hard. As I went to more meetings, I started to learn about myself. I began to see why I started using happy dust. I just wanted to feel accepted. I wanted to be cool like Alex. But the biggest lesson I learned was this: real friends don't push you to do bad things. Real friends want the best for you. My journey wasn't over, but for the first time in a long time, I felt hope. I understood now what a true friend was. A true friend cares about you. One day, I talked to Alex. I told him I wanted to stop. I didn't want to use happy dust anymore. He laughed in my face. "You'll never quit, Mark," he said. "You need this stuff." His words hurt, but deep inside I knew he was wrong. I didn't need him. I didn't need the pills. What I needed was a new life. I stopped seeing Alex. Instead, I spent more time with the new friends I met at the support group. They were different, kind and understanding. They didn't judge me. They helped me feel strong. Slowly, I began to believe I could really change. I also talked to my family. I told them everything about my struggles and how much I wanted to get better. My mom hugged me tight, tears running down her face. "We will help you, Mark," she said. "We are here for you." My dad looked at me and nodded. I saw understanding in his eyes. I felt their love. For the first time in a long time, I didn't feel alone. The days were still hard. Some were harder than others, but I kept going. I made a promise to myself: never give up. I wanted a better life. I wanted to make my family proud. Most of all, I wanted to make myself proud. Each day I took one step forward. Some days I felt strong, like I could do anything. Other days I felt weak and wanted to give up. But I remembered my promise. I knew I had to keep fighting and stay strong. Over time, I saw big changes in myself. When I looked in the mirror, I saw hope. My eyes were brighter. My face looked healthy again. I felt stronger inside and out. I was proud. I was fighting and I was winning. My family saw the changes too. My mom smiled more. My dad started talking to me about my future and my dreams. He asked me again if I still wanted to be an architect. "Mark," he said, "you can do it. Just stay focused." His words gave me strength. My dreams, which felt far away before, now seemed possible. Then one day I saw Alex on the street. Alex was still the same. His eyes looked distant, and his face was tired and sad. In that moment, I knew with all my heart I didn't want that life anymore. I wanted a life full of joy and health. I wanted a future that was bright and clear. I just walked past Alex. As I did, I felt truly free. It was like dropping a heavy bag I had carried for too long. My old self, the lost boy, was behind me. Now I was a new person. I wasn't just trying to get by. I was Mark, a boy with dreams and real hope. Every day I kept walking on my new path. I kept going to my support group. Soon I began helping others. I told them my story, how hard it was, and how I found my way back. They listened closely. I could see in their eyes they believed change was possible. I wanted to give them the same hope that others gave me. Life wasn't always perfect, but it felt real. I felt every feeling, every moment, good or bad. I felt truly alive, and that was all I needed. I was on the right path, and I knew I would never go back. Months passed, and I grew stronger every day. I started going back to school full time. I studied hard and began to enjoy learning again. My teachers saw my effort. They told me I was doing very well, and that made me proud. It felt like I was finally where I belonged, on the right track. I also made new friends at school. They were kind and treated me with respect. They knew about my past, but did not judge me. Instead, they supported me and cheered me on. I felt lucky to have them. They showed me what true friendship means. My family was proud too. My mom often hugged me tight and said, "Mark, you are so strong. I'm proud of the young man you're becoming." My dad gave me a warm look and a nod that said so much. I knew they saw the real me again. I kept moving forward, one day at a time. I started playing soccer again. It felt amazing to run and laugh with my team. I felt strong and healthy. My mind was clear. I could think about my future again. I wasn't just dreaming of being an architect. I was starting to plan for it. I looked at college programs and drew more detailed designs. The dream felt real now, close enough to reach. My past was part of me, a lesson learned, but it no longer held me captive. I was free, free to grow, free to dream, free to be myself. The journey was long, but every step was worth it. I was Mark, a boy who had fallen but found his way back. I was ready to build a life as strong and beautiful as the buildings I wanted to design. Each day was a new chance, a fresh start. I was excited for all the good things to come. I knew I'd found my true path, and I would keep walking it, strong and free.